This is the Peter Greenwood Show, and I am backstage at Slay in Glasgow. Normally I say it's a super secret location, but there's no secret among friends. Could you tell me your names and what you do, please?
Hey, I'm Paul. I sing in Breed77.
And I'm Pedro. I play guitar in the same band. I'm Paul.
How are you guys today? You well?
Very well, yep.
Yeah, like a bit tired and a bit like kind of square shaped in the seat shape of the van that we've inhabited for the last 6 or 7 hours on the way up. But hey, all good.
I bet the van has a fantastic smell now, though.
Beer and crusty man.
The smell of the two, that doesn't change through the years. It's always
I feel like Beer and Crusty Man would be a good single title. Let's talk about the music, because you're back after a bit of a hiatus. How does it feel to be back on the road and back in the band?
Well, amazing. It's once we're out there, it's like we never left. But obviously, we're older, hopefully wiser. But it feels like we're back doing what we're put on earth to do, you know. And the reactions have been very, very good, like more than we expected. We feel very, very fortunate, you know, like to be able to return after 10, 11 years, and still have a forum, still have a place for us to ply our wares.
It must be very cool to return and also to be back together in the venues again.
It has been. I mean, this Glasgow gig, I mean, we haven't been here from memory for maybe like 12 years.
No, I think less. I think we were here on the Cultura
reunion
14, 15. So about.
Oh, did we?
So yeah, it's about 8, 9 years.
Well, this is still quite a bit.
That's a while.
But it just feels, like what Paul said. It feels natural. You know, it's just like nothing has much changed for us in terms of music.
Let's talk about the music, because the newest single, Just Act Like You Know, where did that song come from? And that's the single that followed End of the Line and Outside. Yeah. So where did Just Act Like You Know come from, and how does it fit into the previous two singles?
I think sound-wise, we've chosen. Besides Outside, maybe is a bit of a departure, but we've chosen the songs that were a bit more. I don't want to say typical, but that have all the kind of the signatures of what the Breed sound is, and hopefully what we've kind of developed it as the Breed sound for 2024. Subject-wise, Just Act Like You Know is very much a reactionary song to the lyrics were written during the time of the pandemic, towards the end of the pandemic, when everyone was rioting, Black Lives Matter and this and that, and there was like this confusion, and then we had the fake news and all this other stuff. And Just Act Like You Know talks about the people that were the instigators during that time, the people that were spreading the hate, that were just acting like they knew, but they were just as confused as the rest of us. And I think, you know, like the people that played on the fear that came after the aftermath of the COVID pandemic. So Just Act Like You Know is kind of like that. You know, it's a call out to all those the keyboard warriors, the people who hide in the shadows with these big opinions that they never present in person.
Yeah.
And they cause a big stink, you know, as a result. So that's more or less where the lyrical kind of meaning comes from that song.
And they use terms like alternative facts and things like that.
Ooh. No, they use these. I don't quite recall.
So when you had the idea for the song, what's your process like as a band? Who comes in with the song? How do you add to it? And how do you get it from an idea to a finished piece?
It's a good question, because this album has been done like the music has been traveling back and forth like 4,000 Ks every week.
If we had to use stamps, we'd have loads of stamps.
Yeah, so because we were at the time of writing, we were all in different places. So technology allows that these days. So music ideas will generate from someone. In this case, this song, I think it came from Danny, if I'm not mistaken, initially.
No,
just from you, sorry.
This from me.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't really matter.
That's what doesn't matter. Like if you play in a band, you don't play you play to see what the result is of your idea or his idea.
Flying around.
Put through the filter
exactly.
of the 5 guys in the band. That's why you're in a band, you know. And I think there's no fixed kind of method to how we do it. But one thing that's true is that, you know, everyone leaves their mark on a song, or else it wouldn't sound like Breed. That's what makes it sound like Breed. There's been loads of songs where the demos that you're listening to and you're thinking, I don't know, and maybe someone else in the band pushes it a bit more, so you get to develop it a bit more, and then when it gets developed, you kind of, the penny drops, and you're like, wow, that's the beauty, I think, of
because when you write a song, you write the song, and then that's your vision. But when someone else's comes in, that's somehow my cause confusion, but at the same time it's part of the process, and it's always for the better.
Well, the magic happens.
Exactly. So because if otherwise it's yourself, and then that you already know, but it's not. It's not. It hasn't gone through the filters, as he was saying. So.
Yeah. And then it hits the point where it's just like, yes, this is it.
It feels solid. Yeah, it feels solid, and
when I think when the song clicks, but the thing is that, again, there's a dynamic of many people. Maybe you think the song is the best it can be. Someone suggests something, and you're like, what the hell, but when you try it, the song improves, and if the song improves, then you go with it, and I think we serve the song principally, and in Breed it's very, very important. We're very, very much about the song.
And is that kind of the feeling of the whole band, being back together and being back out on the road again?
Yeah.
When it comes to creating music?
I think like if you were to ask us individually with everybody else at the room, you'd get the dirt. But I think
not really.
I think we're all fine.
We're all fine. Yeah.
The other thing that's come through, because this process has been like Pedro's saying, it's a very, very complicated process, because it's been the most distant we've been while creating, and we've just been mailing ideas back and forth. And I think it's been probably the test of a maturity as not only as musicians but as bandmates, that that you're willing
as humans.
Yeah, willing to listen, willing to be patient, willing to accept that something sounds differently, that everyone has a different perspective on stuff. And more so when we started the process, we'd spent more time apart rather than together. So there's going to be more differences, and recognizing those differences, tolerating those differences, and exploiting and making the most of those differences, I think has been like one of the major kind of steps that we've done, where I think we've stepped up a gear in the way that we work together.
I want to ask a little bit about future plans, what is coming up for the rest of 2024. And there's not much left of 2024, can you believe it?
Just Christmas.
So what is next for 2024 and 2025? Is there possibly a new album? Or
there is a new
singles?
album, and we will have fresh news very soon about that. So
hopefully, if we can get like Santa Claus to deliver us a fully finished album on Christmas Day.
That's the plan.
That's kind of our mark. We're putting the finishing touches onto the album, and we want to have it done by Christmas, so we can have like a Christmas holiday and come back and hit the ground running.
We already have a festival booked.
We got Bloodstock.
Yeah, we got Bloodstock.
We got
Spain. We have a couple of festivals going on as well. So there's like 2 or 3.
So we're hitting festival season, because you need to book. You need to book so far in advance. So this year was very much us dipping our toes in the water, getting back into the groove, and now we get ready in earnest for a year of really playing out and going different places. People forget that we're still an unsigned band. We're a very popular unsigned band, but unsigned nonetheless. So the idea is, is like finish this album, get it on a record company, get a deal going, and get back out and resume regular programming.
Yep. Give it to the people, and let the people talk to the companies, and let companies will do.
Yeah.
I
wish it was that easy.
We just put in grease on the engine back again, and that's it. Start rolling. So that's where we are at the moment, and that needs an album, of course.
Are you excited about? I know this must be a very broad question, but are you excited about the album coming out? What can you tell us about its style?
I'm like, what we can tell you is that like every song that we put out so far, like the reaction from people has been, we always choose to challenge people a bit with our sound. So you're not going to be hearing, like a regurgitated version of a River or an Ultima Hora or stuff like that. So we're always looking to do like something a little different. Like I said, still have the signature of Breed. But everyone's been reacting really positively to the music, and every time we got a song coming out, you got that vibe. It's like, I can't wait for you guys to listen. It's gonna blow you away, and that kind of vibe. And I think as a whole, as the album, we still don't have an idea as a whole, as we haven't heard it as a whole, how much it's gonna be, how impactful it's gonna be. But given on the strength of what we've done so far, everything's like kicking off, on all cylinders, and I think it's Breed. It's Breed77 in 2024. It's I don't know. It's gone in different directions. So it won't necessarily. Oh, we've gone all mature and like it's going to be like 10 ballads and we're going to be like staring at our shoes and.
Let me tell you how I feel today.
Exactly. No. It's still Breed. There's still loads of energy in it. There's still the ethnic sound. We're still trying to enrich metal and rock with different other influences that we weave into what we do, and it's still it still sounds fresh, current, and exciting to us, and hopefully that translates to other people.
I know Just Act Like You Know was written as a response to the pandemic, and you were saying that it goes in different directions. Are there any songs similar to that came out of your reaction to that? Where else have you taken inspiration from?
Like I think whenever we write lyrics or anything, it's about every song deals with a different subject. That's the beauty of it. That you can kind of move around with the lyrical subject matter, but more so than anything. And I was telling the guys from the Breathing Method, who are first on here tonight, that a lot of the lyrics sound like a teenager, like the teenage Paul wrote them. And I'm feeling a lot of the same things of the not fitting in, the not understanding the way society goes, the same kind of crap that you go when you're a kind of a teenager. Now as an adult, when you're meant to know better and you're aware of everything, I just feel like no relation to the human race per se. Like to modern politics, to modern values. It's all very different. So like there is kind of a rejuvenated type of maybe angst. I think I'm gonna take that word from you. Yeah, I can use that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course you can.
Angst. I think in the lyrics, but like I think it's marketed as being ageless. That you don't really need it. You don't need to be like 16 to be confused about what life is throwing at you. You can be like 18 like I am now. But you can go on in years and still be just as confused, still feel just as left out, ostracized, and still feels alienated from society, as an adult. And I think like those tropes that we've chosen to explore on the album, I'm kind of champion that it's okay not to fit in, that it's okay to feel like this. It's like I think you'd be more worried if you did fit in with these, I don't know, these materialistic, self-serving, misogynistic kind of generation that we're faced with. So hey man, like let us be that that teenage kid that that hates the world and the world hates him for as long as it lasts.
Yeah, I mean, you say that I'm 38 and a thing happened last week in the news in the United States, and I still feel like I did in 2004 listening to Green Day playing American Idiot. Like, what in the hell is happening with explain this to me. So
yeah.
Timeless.
Like people ask me, would you think Trump was going to win? I'm like, I can't comment. Like, ask someone from your own species.
Yes. Like, when you realise what it's like to be a human, come back and talk to us. Share some feelings. Where can people find out more about you guys online and about the tour?
About the tour on our Facebook, it's all up there, and it's on our social. Oh, sorry, yeah. That's why I have my mic. Yeah, I'm sorry. Everywhere on our socials, our Facebook. That's the best place. And
search for our Facebook and our Linktree Breed77 as well.
You will find our latest music on YouTube, on Spotify, on the usual places. New single coming out
Monday 10 a.m. live premiere on YouTube.
And stay tuned because we're going up. If you want to join the journey.
And you should. By the way, speaking of the new single, I was sent a little peek of it by our friend Jamie, and it's a good track.
Okay.
So I fully
thanks, man. Thanks.
We're glad that you like it.
Appreciate it.
I'm not just saying that because you're in front of me. It was a properly good song. I can't wait for people to hear that.
All right, cheers.
Thank you so much for your time today, guys. Good luck with the show, and hopefully our paths will cross again.
Thank you, Peter.
No problem.